On a bright, sunny day at the beach, Avocado and her best friends, Berry, Pippi, and Potato, were Avocado carefully placed a tiny, colorful flag on the very top, her eyes twinkling with pride.
All her friends gathered around, admiring their amazing work.
Berry, Pippi, and Potato. Oops! Its little shell accidentally bumped right into the base of their beautiful sandcastle. The sandcastle wobbled and then, poof, it slowly tumbled down into a big pile of sand. Oh no! Their wonderful creation was gone! Oh dear. Poor Avocado looked at the sandcastle. It was supposed to be a gralis, but now it was... Her friends, Berry, Pippi, and Potato, felt sad too. They had all worked so hard. Berry threw her hands up in a what now gesture, and Potato let out a big sigh. It seemed like there was nothing left to do. But Avocado didn't just see a mess. She looked at the scattered sand, and a little spark of an idea began to twinkle. Then she spotted something special, a small, curvy seashell. As she picked it up, in her mind, that little shell wasn't just a shell anymore. She started to mime steering, making soft whoosh sounds, completely lost in her wonderful new adventure. Avocado was having the best day at the beach, but oh no! Her beautiful sandcastle tumbled down. Zzz. Vroom! Off we go to the moon! Avocado, our sandcastle fell down. We should build it again, shouldn't we? Ha-ha! But Avocado was still floating among the stars in her mind. She didn't quite hear Berry, as she was busy seeing Avocado so happy in her what-if world. Her friends decided to join in the fun. They all agreed to rebuild. As she scooped, Avocado suddenly stopped. She looked down at her colorful bucket. It wasn't... This bucket was a deep-sea diver's helmet. Avocado, our sweet and imaginative friend, to play. One Sunday, her thoughtful friend, Potato, patiently waited for her to finish. With a gentle nudge, Potato reminded her that... Meanwhile, Pippi, with her keen eye for beauty, was carefully arranging vibrant seashells. Avocado, always full of wonder, spotted something truly special in the sand. A particularly shiny... What if this shell was a miniature flying carpet? Avocado soared and swirled through the air, tracing elaborate aerial paths. She was so lost in her wonder... Look at that one! Whoa, that's perfect!
We got it! High five!
That's when Avocado, with her big, shiny eyes, spotted it. A perfect flat rock, just peeking out from... What if that cloud was a real dragon protecting a treasure mountain full of yummy treats? And just like that, the important rock slipped from her grasp. She was so excited, she started pointing at the cloud. Avocado loved to imagine. But sometimes, her what-if questions made her friends, like energetic Berry. Sweet Pippi, with her gentle smile, started to look worried. Their amazing sandcastle wasn't getting any taller, and And Potato, who was usually so curious, just looked utterly confused. She wanted to understand Avocado's big idea. Avocado, usually so full of sparkle, started to notice Barry's frustrated hands, Pippi's worried. She looked down at her little green feet, feeling a tiny bit bad. Her fun what-if game, which she... The joyful beach music seemed to quiet down too, as everyone felt a little bit sad. Just then, a great big playful wave snuck up and went splash right over their half-built... Oh dear! Poor little character in Image 1 and her friends had built the most magnificent sandcastle, but some... Barry, Pippi, and Potato watched sadly as their sandcastle disappeared. Their shoulders slumped. Avocado looked at the empty spot where their grand castle once stood. A big wave of sadness washed over her. I'm really sorry about the picnic, but I think I know how we can fix it. But Avocado wasn't one to stay sad for long. As her big, shiny eyes scanned the wet sand, what could it be? She squinted her eyes and saw something amazing. Further down the beach, half buried in...
Wow, this isn't going anywhere.
Avocado, with her big, shiny eyes, usually saw the bright side of everything. But today, even her... Then, a tiny, sparkly what-if thought popped into her head. It wasn't about moving the boulder. It was about... What if, she asked, her voice bubbling with excitement, that big, sturdy rock wasn't a problem, but the perfect...
What if we built around it? What if we didn't try to move it, but built around it?
Her earlier sadness vanished completely, replaced by a purposeful gleam.
What?
As the beautiful music swelled, Avocado shared her entire wonderful vision. She taught her friends that even when... Avocado had an idea. A big, wonderful what-if idea. She looked at the giant boulder and thought,
Let's see.
Slowly their faces lit up. What if Avocado was right? What if it could be amazing? Potato, who was super strong, got to work right away. He cleared all the loose sand from around the huge rock, making a perfect... Barry, who loved things neat and tidy, made sure there was plenty of sand and water. She carefully organized... And Pippi, with her artistic eye, found the prettiest shells and shinest pebbles. She knew just where each... Avocado was a master of what-if questions. Instead of just dreaming, she started to wonder, what if we could... She started to see the big rock not as a problem, but as a part of their amazing sandcastle. Look! Soon, character in Image 2, character in Image 3, and Barry caught Avocado's excitement. Her what-if idea... With renewed energy and lots of happy teamwork, they worked together, shaping and molding, each friend at...
And then, they stepped back to admire their incredible work. The colossal rock was no longer in the way. It wasn't just any sandcastle. It was a strong, beautiful, and completely unique castle.
When a tiny wave tickled the bottom of their castle, it didn't even budge. Avocado's what-if day had been truly amazing. She watched as her wonderful friends, Pippi, Potato, and Barry gave her a super cool high five, and even Potato, with her awesome sunglasses, gave a big thumbs up. Avocado looked at them, then back at the marvelous adventure they had built. A warm feeling blew. It wasn't just her imagination, but how she shared it with character in Image 1's kindness, character in Image 2's cleverness,